novelties. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Hey, Maisha. You know, girl, I love you. You are just so on point. Like, I really appreciate your love, honey. We gonna do some big things. Hey! You know what? As soon as I do a freaky Periscope, guess who shows up? Brian and Karen. I should have known. How y'all doing? How was vacation? I saw all the beautiful pictures. You guys look gorgeous out there. All right. So let me take the glare off my glasses. Amazing. I'm sure it was. Happy New Year to you too. So I don't always do sexual intense periscopes, you know, but sometimes, you know, I gotta let my cat out. I gotta let my inner girl out. Because I'm always talking about love and intimacy and self-loving and all of that emotional stuff. But sometimes, once we get past all of the brokenness and the bitterness and the unforgivingness, and now you're just this really great person and you're ready to explore yourself sexually. Hey, everybody. Hey. Wow. Okay. You know, some of y'all gonna get blocked in about a second. There it is. I see it. It's coming. The comments is real, y'all. The comments is real. You put the word freaky or sex in the thing, and it just opens up for a whole new thing, right? So tonight's question of the day comes from Novelties. Novelties is a adult toy store. They have their Facebook page, and I love their Facebook page because she's always got all kinds of stuff on there. But her question of the day was, what is the freakiest thing that you've done? So I've always wanted to know. I know, all the sex talk, it always gets rowdy. What is the freakiest thing that you've ever done sexually? Now, this question is going out to all you guys. So if you want to go ahead and put some of the most freakiest things that you've done, I definitely would record it. But really, the question is, I've had sex in my roof. You mean on your roof? You've had sex on the roof, like the roof of your apartment or the roof of your car? Because that's a different level of freakiness. Outside on the roof is one thing, but outside on the roof of your car is a whole nother level of craziness. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Really? That's good. Now, were you in a lower house? Were you in a lower house so that people on top of you could see you have sex? Or were you higher so that no one really could see you have sex? Because then now we're talking about, you see the level of freakiness that you can have? Then she slipped. What did she slip on? I'm interested. Oh, it was high, so nobody could really see you. Man, listen, I'm not answering this question. I know Maisha, my ex-girl used to sit on. There's nothing freaky about sitting on somebody's face. Now, you're talking to a level of the tiles on the roof. Oh my God, you were on a roof, not like a flat New York City roof. You were on a roof. What were you doing? Hanging Christmas lights? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Yes, invite your followers because we're going to have some fun tonight on Periscope. Now, these comments is coming real fast, so I'm going to read them as much as I can. Didn't she cut her, you know. Look, oh my goodness. She cut her, you know what? Looking at the stars, she cut her knee. Oh, okay. You know, you got to put it out there because I'm reading. That's pretty freaky. Because I was thinking it was a flat roof, like a New York City roof. It was a flat roof, but we're talking about a roof with tiles and everything. Sex with the boss. Now, sex with the boss. Did you have sex with your boss at work? Did you have sex with your boss off hours? Me and my ex stuck on the roof in the restaurant and had sex. Okay, put a sock on it. No. So back to the boss sex, right? At work. Ooh, in his office? Did you have sex with him in his office? Or did your office? Or was it like in the break room? Was it in the supply closet? Was it in the bathroom at work? You see how freaky this thing can lead to? We were the boss, my friends. The boss, my friends. That's juicy right there. I know, at work, sex is fun. I don't know how many of you have actually had sex at work. But I've had sex at work, but I had sex at work with the person that I was dealing with. And kind of sneaked off and had sex, but it was dope. It was dope. And definitely, you come back from lunch, you be like, yay, how y'all doing? Yes, many times at work, on the desk, on your I would love to have sex with my boss or someone who was of authority over me, and like they had like the corner office. I would love to have sex with them on their desk, like do it like they do in the movies, and they push all the stuff to the side and just get on there and have them just open you up and la 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 you out. Oh yes, that would be dope. That would be absolutely fantastic. I love the stories. Keep the stories coming. We're talking about the freakiest places that you guys have had sex. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really do appreciate it. And I saw you in here, Courtney. Don't act like, I saw you in here. I had sex on a tractor. Like a tractor trailer, or a tractor that you plow the fields with. And was it running when you did it? At McDonald's? Like in the McDonald's, yeah, that's how you do it. If you don't got that la technique, I can teach you. We'll have a kind of linking session one of these days on Periscope. Have you ever had a train ran on? Oh no, I've never had a train ran on me at work. Plow the fields with, because I was playing the fields. You listen, I'm reading them. It's gonna be interesting because it's gonna be some inappropriate comments. I see that right now. It's gonna be so. Oh my goodness. So back to the tractor trailer. So the tractor trailer, if this is really what happened, were you having sex with the person while the tractor trailer was running? Were you plowing the fields? Train at work is fun. It's not. Who would want a train ran on them at work? Like, what kind of fun is that? I'm a sex genius. I know just what to do. Really? That's not genius. That's not genius. That's not how you spell genius. I'm reading that wrong. I said sex genuous? I don't know what that means. It means you're sexually genuous? Where do y'all work? Where you can... I know! That's the same thing I'm asking. So you were standing up on a tractor trailer, and the tractor trailer wasn't running, and you were having sex. Wow. Outside? That's pretty dope. That's pretty freaky. That's pretty dope. I'm not Skyping nobody. Nope, you're not getting me trapped up in the Periscope. You know that song that just came out? It goes down in the DM. It ain't going down in the Periscope. Nope, it's not. It's not going down in the Periscope. Oh my goodness. No, I can't stand up. Nope, it's not that kind. We're just talking about some of the freakiest things. Thank you. I think I have nice shoulders too. No, I'm not standing up. If you want to follow me, you're more than welcome to go to NikeemaLee.com. I have other social media. Follow me on Instagram. You can catch me on Instagram. I'm 5'6". It's getting really freaky up in here. I'm 5'6". Yes, the block game is strong. But you know what? I'm gonna ride this out. I'm gonna ride this out and see what happens. Oh wow, jeez. I'm 5'6". You can follow me on Instagram, NikeemaLee. I know, Aisha. This is interesting though. The dichotomy of people when you talk about sex and sexuality. How people come out of the woodworks and how sex really brings out an animalistic part of people's personalities, and they get really aggressive and really we as a community, Maisha, and I'm kind of talking directly to you and Brian and Karen. I'm talking to you guys. It's like, this is why when you guys have retreats like sacred sexuality retreats, that you don't get the same level of participation, is because people view sex as this, and it's just something you do. You just fuck. You just in it, right? And nobody truly understands the art of it. Nobody truly understands the intimacy. Nobody understands the peace that comes to you when you have sex. And even if it's sex with somebody you don't know or don't, and the reason why me and Maisha are so much kinship, because when I first listened to her, she's like, you don't have to be in love to have sex, and you don't have to be in love with somebody to have sex, but it's about giving of that energy. And when you get comments like, when you get comments like, I want your bloody pussy, or, I want to, bang you out and bend you over on time. Like, there's nothing wrong with a good fuck. Let me first preference my comment. It's nothing wrong with getting your back banged out and sweating and out your weave. It's nothing wrong with that. But when all we get is that, and we don't get the other side of it, we don't get the intimacy of it, we don't get the, and it's not about going slow. It's not about looking somebody in the eye. It's about what you're giving. And if a man is inside of me and all he's giving me is, I want to beat up that pussy, I want to tear it up, I want to break it down, that's the energy that I'm getting. Right. It makes you empty. It makes you empty. It tears out your soul because you leave unsatisfied and they have just nutted all over you. And from a woman perspective, they just nut all over you, and nothing. You get nothing from it. You want the love part of intimacy. See, there's a difference. And that's another key example, is that people want to separate sex and intimacy. Cancel. My phone is gonna die, so I'm gonna have to hold it while I charge it. So some people want to separate sex and intimacy as if, hold on, I'm trying to charge my phone before it dies. All right, so they try to replace sex and intimacy to separate them as if they're two different things. Like, they're not separate. They're actually the same. They're levels and degrees of it, but sex is just so, dudes don't understand that they're missing out when they go for that fuck all the time. Exactly. When you go for the fuck all the time, you lose out when it comes to the woman. I want to taste her and feel her come on my time. It's nothing wrong with that. It's totally nothing wrong with that. But there's more to it than just letting her sit on your face. It's about letting her, feeling her vagina, looking at her vagina, getting a sense of what her vagina can do for you, honoring her vagina. And when's the last time you just opened your woman up and just looked at her pussy, just looked at it and valued it as if it was something special and something to be revered? When's the last time you did that, Mr. 6'8"? I'm just asking a question. I'm not coming at you. I'm not coming for you. I'm just asking a question. It could be so much worship. Like, literally, we could probably open a church of Pussy Christ. Like, I'm going to hell with a full scholarship. I am. Like, yes, thou shalt honor the vajayjay. And we should have worship service for the vagina, for all the things that it goes through. And when we can honor the vagina and we can honor the woman that is attached to the vagina, we find that we are in such much more space than we are. Yes, I said Pussy Christ. I did. I really did. Listen, if you know vagina like I know vagina, you would worship it too. So what I wanted to ask is, we're talking about tonight is a very candid conversation about some of the most freakiest things that you've ever done, right? We're talking about what are the freakiest things. Girl, you need to come on. I know. See, now that you put it out there in the universe, girl, it's got to happen. Either I'm going to do it, you can do it, or somebody else is going to come up with it. So the first person always gets the worm. Who's going to come up with it first? Now I'm thinking, now my business brain has kicked in, like, yo, that's kind of dope. You might be able to do some shit with that. I really wish that, I speak on this subject. Well, speak. Nobody's telling you not to speak, honey bun. Just speak. Because we're talking about some of the freakiest things that you've ever done. And for those who don't know me, I'm an intimacy coach. And what I do is I help people fall in love with themselves so that they can love other people. And my idea is, once you get to a space where you really, truly love yourself, sex is like the icing on the cake. It's like the cherry on top. It'd be so much more fulfilling once you're a fulfilled person. Right, exactly. You could do whatever you are, whatever you want to do. Let's come on in. So, what is the freakiest thing that you've ever done? Oh, see, my level of freaky, and your level of freaky might be different. So, I want to start with not my most freakiest thing, but I'm going to start with a freaky thing. It's to see and gauge the level of freakiness. Because we've already talked about having sex on a roof, which I don't think is too freaky. But because the roof was an actual roof with tiles, an actual roof with tiles, I thought that was pretty freaky. One of my most freakiest moments was I did have sex on a car outside under a full moon in the woods in the low country of South Carolina. I know I have to preference all of that because if you know low country South Carolina, you know I will give you insight on what is a real man and that love women will do and for a great woman. Okay. All right. Green looks great on me. Oh, well, thank you. So that was one of the most freakiest things that I've ever done. I've thrown sex parties. We've all thrown sex parties. You're talking to some elite sexual people in this chat room. My inner circle, we're some real bosses when it comes to the sex games. So you're not talking too much. You know, I appreciate you. I really do. I really want to know more about what you do sexually, Mr. 6'8". What do you feel is some of the most freakiest things that you've done in your sex parties, for example? You need to see me tomorrow. Oh, yeah. It's important that we be able to, I know, it's important that we be able to have sex and have sex openly. And some of us are so shy when it comes to expressing ourselves sexually because we've been so sexually deprived. But it's not about being a freak. It's not about being a whore or being out there. But it's really about being honored. I meant well too. I love you. I don't even know you, and I love you. I love you as a human being. I know, right? Okay, so I feel like I can you guys see me? All right, I gotta charge my phone. All right, so here we go. So we're still talking about some of the freakiest things, and again, yes, polyamorous love. We love the polyamorous. For all the polyamorous in the group, throw up some ones and let us know that you're in the group, because there's a lot of connections that can be made on this Periscope tonight. You guys could be coming out to a little party. And then Dino, let us know what city you're in, because we can probably put together a little party or something. It's about having sex with your body and not just your kitty. Yes, it is about having sex with your mind. Sex is 95% mental. It really is. New Orleans, what you say? I'll be in New Orleans January 13th through the 15th. January 13th through the 15th. I'll be in New Orleans. Be at the Eiffel on the 15th. You should come out. It's called Sweet Spot Nation. Sex Sensei, if you're still in the group. So yeah, Sex Sensei, if you're still on the Periscope, go ahead and put up the sweetspotnation.com for me. Sweetspotnation.com. Get your tickets. We're having a destination, so we're partying the whole 3 days. Yes, the Sweet Spot is this shit. It really is. And we're doing, for Atlanta, we're doing 2 nights, 2 shows. So we're having 2 shows for 2 nights. January the 12th and 13th. Yes, fun things, honey. Fun things. I'm excited. I really am excited about 2016. We're talking about freaky things, though. Let's stay on point. We're talking about the most freakiest things that you've done. Has anybody... We're talking about polyamorous. So let's talk about our polyamorous folks up in here. I like having sex with with the woman's bodies, her tits, her ass, her clit, and everything else included. NastyBucket.com. Well, you like to eat the groceries. Ain't nothing wrong as long as you... Thank you, Maisha. I feel as though as long as you can pay for the groceries, you should eat them. This is crazy. Make sure you guys hit Novelties over on Facebook. She's got some really great toys, some really great things that you can use to sort of add to the bedroom. I love her. I really do. I love Novelties. And this was her question of the day. Her question of the day was anything that can conquer the mind of a woman you can get into. Anything that can conquer the mind and have a woman into you. You lick the booty hole faithfully. Yeah. This is the best Periscope conversation I've ever had yet. When it comes to sex on the beach is great, but do you get? I've had sex on the beach before. There was always a sand issue. There's sand everywhere. If you lay down on a towel or you lay down on a beach chair or something like that, because I've been to Hito before, so you can kind of avoid some of the sand if you have some type of prop or something. But I like sex on the beach at night versus sex on the beach during the day, because I've had sex on the beach during both times of the day, and I find that sex on but having sex in the hallway is a better thrill. It depends on the hallway. Sex on the beach at night, I find it a little bit more romantic because you got the stars, you've got the moon. It's a little bit of sex in the police station bathroom is intense. Sex in the police station bathroom. Okay, Dino from New Orleans, you've got to give us some details on sex in the police station. How do you have? It's about in front of the security cameras. Yes. Our phone needs to be charged. I'll be back. Okay. All right. Hopefully we're still here. If not, you can follow us later. Catch us in the replay. Yes. Okay, security cameras. I like security cameras. Like, I would love to have sex in an elevator, like at a Las Vegas casino or something like that, or a casino where I can actually be on the elevator for a good time. Hey, Zuri. How you doing? To have sex on the elevator in Vegas while the security cameras are watching. Like, I would love to do that. You've done that. No, wait, Dino, you've got to go back, Dino Wells. You've got to go back to, you got to go back. I need you to go back to having sex in the police station bathroom. We need to talk about this. You want to chat. I love me. Yeah, I bet you do. I was 19 at the time. Really young and reckless. Ooh, y'all give Dino some hand claps, because that to me is freaky. In the police station bathroom. You can get wilder than that, but that is definitely on the wild side right there. That is definitely on the wild side. So y'all give Dino some hand claps, because I ain't never heard no stuff like that. We talked about sex on the beach, and I was getting ready to talk to my polyamorous folks. And when it comes to polyamory, how do many of you guys actually think that being polyamorous is better than being monogamous? Let me know. I need some water. Self-service. Hey, hip bitch. You doing it tonight. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, for you it is. We're talking about polyamory. Way better, but I may be biased. Well, yeah, most polyamorous people are biased to monogamy. Any monogamous people in the chat? Monogamous people. It's not for everybody. Polyamory is not for everybody. It does take a certain level of maturity. It takes a certain level of mental maturity in order to successfully have a polyamorous relationship, because it takes so much trust. It takes so much courage to be in a polyamorous relationship. It really does. It takes a lot of strength, because you have to deal with your emotions constantly. So I honor anybody who can be in a successful polyamorous relationship, because it does take a lot of courage and a lot of trust in order to do so. So, are you poly? I am not poly. Monologue. You're monogamous. Okay. Zuri, talk about being monogamous. Do you find that perhaps would you consider being in a polyamorous relationship? I know you said monologue, but it's okay. One, thank you. I'm not polyamorous, but I've experienced the experience of the experience, if that makes any sense. That's I've experienced the experience. I've been to sex parties. I've been to Hito. I've been to swinger parties. I've been to swinger clubs. Um, I've interacted with some friends on some different levels and done some different things. And I've had threesomes and foursomes. But I think that being in a relationship, and I've been in a relationship with, I was in a relationship with a married couple for a few years. Loved the wife. The husband and I were great lovers. We did great things. I'm probably a man caught in a monogamous relationship. Really, I know a guy, and I just coached a guy he has the desire to be polyamorous, but he's in a monogamous relationship, and we are trying to get his wife. I need a polymono woman. I need we need to find we're trying to talk to his wife and to see where her head's at, because sometimes like, what is that? What's a polymono woman? I guess that's a woman who doesn't mind being in a committed relationship but doesn't mind having sex with other people at the same time. That would be my take on that. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. If you're enjoying this conversation as much as I am, tap that screen. Let me see them hearts, because it's definitely a freaky night tonight. I have no desire. I've been poly all my life. Just this situation has me on lock. So if you've been poly all your life, why would you get in a monogamous relationship? That's lying. And I'm being real blunt. That was real blunt, real forward. If you have been poly all your life, why would you settle for a monogamous relationship or with someone who lives a monogamous lifestyle? That doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? Circumstances. There are not enough women out there that wouldn't mind being with you from a relationship standpoint, that wouldn't mind. There's plenty of women. Trust me. I know and New Orleans is the polyamorous capital of the world. It's not. Indiana is, but there's a lot of swingers, and sounds like there's some kids involved. See, I didn't see any children. Okay, Dino, let's do it. Let's have this conversation. So are there kids involved? And that's what you mean by circumstances? Oh, okay. But even if there's children involved, I feel like there's a certain level of happiness that is sacrificed to the point where you're not happy with being who you are. So you can't even be the best for your children if you're not a happy parent. Okay, just making a change, no children involved. You're changing who you are. But you've been that person all your life. There's nothing wrong with change. Is being monogamous something you want, Dino? Yeah, we're doing a little therapy session right now for those who are just tuning in. Dino Wells, at Dino Wells. Make sure you follow at Dino Wells, because he's being very, you work at a poly club. You worked at a poly club. So that made you find the lifestyle appealing. Okay, I got that. So now you want to change, you want to go into a monogamous relationship, or you still want to live the poly life? Do you still want to live the poly life? If you still want to live the poly life, then perhaps you should get out of your monogamous circumstance, if there's no kids involved. Because you're trying to change something that you're not even really ready to change. Caught on the edge. You know what they say. You're going to slip and fall and cut your head off. You get caught on the edge, you're gonna slip and fall and cut your head off. And the head that we might be talking about may not be the one attached to your shoulders. It might be that other head. I say be careful. I say you really need to figure out what it is that you want, because there are other people involved, and when you involve other people's emotions, you can really find yourself going down a really bad lane. So hopefully we'll get to connect in New Orleans when I come down there. You keep your dick in your pants. You can't keep your dick in your pants and be polyamorous. Like, that's not even by definition. Right. Like, you don't fuck around on her, but being polyamorous is not about fucking around. It's about open communication to sexual desires. But the urges are there. The urges are going to continue to be there because that's who you are. I'm so confused right now too, girl. Like, I know. I think we're all in a state of like, this doesn't make sense. But listen, let's connect in New Orleans. Let's connect.